You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com, over if they got any questions. Nathan writes, hi Aaron, now that my first semester in college is ending this week and after reading Reconnaissance, man, I'm faced with choosing either between continuing college or dropping out and going to plan for Reconnaissance. I didn't even want to go to college, but was too pussyish to say no to my parents initially. Not once during the semester have I been able to say to myself, this is exactly what I want to be doing. I'm 19 years old, attending Washington State University, 1 year of grocery retail working experience that's irrelevant, and have useless associates in arts degree that I received during high school. All right, you are in the exact same position, and now is the time. This is millions of people, 18, 19-year-olds, millions of freshmen in college, finished their first semester in college, like, oh my God, it's not what I thought it would be, and it's not bad luck. It's not coincidence. It's not the school you go to. Most of college sucks. This is the real world. You've been lied to this entire time. Your parents lied to you. Your teachers lied to you. Your the media, they all lied to you. Television, movie, oh, college is a great party, man. No, it was all a lie. Your parents weren't intentionally lying to you, but pretty much everybody else was, because they want you to fork over that college debt. You go borrow $100,000 and give it to me. College in America. I'm your professor. I really care about you. Go borrow another $100,000 and I'll give you a master's degree. Oh, it's totally worth it. So, you are smart, you're waking the fuck up, and now you're done. And let me explain Reconnaissance, man, for those of you who don't know what it is. Go buy it. Reconnaissance, man. Absolutely must reading. Don't know why it's not the best fucking selling book out there ever, but there is no point in purpose for anyone to go to college, let alone invest in their future lives, careers, educations, themselves, until you know what you want to do in life. And what Reconnaissance Man does is it explains to you why you should go out and do reconnaissance throughout the country or the world if you have the budget and find out who the fuck you are. More importantly, where you belong in this world physically, like what town should you live in, what environment do you want to be surrounded by, and ultimately figuring out those two things will answer the third question, what you should do in life. And it is infinitely better to go down that path and figure out the answer to those three questions before you spend a penny investing in your future. Classic example. This is happening in Gen X. I'm sure it's happening now, but I saw this with my peers. Girls my age, they would go and get their degree. I could have, so intelligent. Then they go get their fucking masters because they couldn't find a job. And then what would they do? They'd get married and have kids and be a stay-at-home mom. It's like, why the fuck did you waste your money, your parents' money, your time, not to mention the taxpayers' money, on this degree that now you're not going to give back to the community and actually work in your field? This is not to besmirch stay-at-home moms, that's great, but what? You didn't need to go to college, you just pissed away 6 years of your life and thousands of dollars. Cumulatively, billions of dollars when we calculate the total number of women that go to college, never use a fucking degree, go home, get married, and then work some shitty-ass fucking make-work bullshit job that never required their fucking sociology degree or communications degree in the first place. Right? So before you piss away all that, and then you're crippled by the student loans, it's like, hey, take 5 years if necessary to go figure out who the fuck you are. Go become a ski bum in Colorado. Go snorkel or become a scuba diving instructor in Florida. Then go to college to figure out what the fuck it is you want to do. And if people now, parents, they freak out, oh my God, you're not in college, because parents are dumb. They're fucking dumb. They're idiots. I know this. But they don't realize how smart it is. For once, it pays to be a slacker to figure out who the fuck you are. So it's not just you, but millions of young kids, freshmen, they're in this situation. And it's better to find out now and drop out than to piss away 3.5 more years of your life and Lord knows how much in student loans and debts or your parents' money. The continued college choice is the simplest and most reliable, given that if I major in a good STEM field, but is really not my desire. Dropping out for reconnaissance is harder, but I desire it much more and find it more important. You're right, it is. It is absolutely more important. I don't want to continue college because I don't know what I want to do career-wise yet. It's not that I can't decide on a major. I read Worthless, or that I'm too lazy to do chemical engineering, but rather I literally don't know what I want in college. Awesome! It's like women. If you don't know what you want in a woman, just date them to have sex. Then worry about dating and romance. You'll find out. I like girls without syphilis. I found that out. Yes. A very painful lesson, but I learned I don't like women with syphilis or gonorrhea. My ultimate career desire is entrepreneurship. Yeah, well, that's everyone. Get in fucking line, okay? Don't just say, hey, come to me. I'm working on a few small outlets, a YouTube channel, and a blog, and currently trying to expand more. I endorse people doing that, but you're going to need another plan, okay? Unless you got some amazing skill. Staying in college would also halt me from doing reconnaissance at my early age, which is what I really would rather be spending my time doing now. However, if I choose to drop out, I'm afraid that it'll take a very long time to make money and pay loans, assuming my parents don't let me move in before I go on my reconnaissance trips. I estimate that it to take around 1 to 3 years to fully pay off the loans and save money for reconnaissance. Well, see, there you go. 6 months of student loans, and now you're already set back 1 to 3 years. I'm sorry, dude. Tough shit. You're going to have to go back at home and work, or you're going to have to work 2 jobs. That's, you know, you just dip your toe in college. It's like dipping your dick with a woman that's got herpes. Doesn't matter if it was 1 dip. You got herpes. Too bad. I have $3,000 in my wallet and $15,000 in student loans. Holy shit. Fuck college, man. Just fuck college. I will have to quickly find a job to make money. Why do you have a job now? Fucking goddamn pussies and the millennials. All right, here's what you're going to do. All right. Okay, well, let's finish this up. If my parents do let me move in, the reconnaissance planning time speeds up tremendously. I need to make a decision by Thursday this week, and I keep going back and forth between the 2 options. Your opinions would truly help me make the final decision. If you need any more information, clarification, let me know. Thanks, ass. Okay, here's the deal. You're going to, ideally, this is what you should aim for. There's no guarantee it's going to happen. Ideally, you move back in with your folks, okay? And no matter what, though, let's lay out. You're getting out of college. There's no reason for you to go to college anymore, okay? Because you getting out of college and your parents disown you is still better than you going to college and then going another $15,000 into debt per semester. $30,000 a year, you'd be $120,000 in debt. Fuck that bullshit. You're better off working some shitty-ass job and living in poverty than living in debt with $120,000 at the end of 4 years. Then you're really fucked, right? Then you almost have no hope. So it is better now. You drop out of college now, receive the scorn and ire of your parents. They won't let you live at home, the worst possible scenario, and then you got to go work a job, support yourself, and pay off your $15,000 in loans. Okay, so that's not too bad. I know you think $15,000 is a lot, and it is, but compare it to the $150,000. Your typical dipshit that goes to Middlebury over in fucking Massachusetts or Amherst, wherever the fuck it is out east. I mean, you are in infinitely better shape right now, okay? Ideally, though, hopefully, I'm thinking this is more likely, your parents might actually love you, they'll give a shit about you, and you'll say, Mom, Dad, I don't know what I want to study in college. It's pointless and stupid for me to go to college. I need to go, and have them read Reconnaissance, man. Give them a copy of the book, saying, I need to pay off my student loans. Don't say I want to go drive around the country and bum around. Don't say that. You give them Reconnaissance man afterwards. Say, I need to pay off this $15,000. I need to get a job. I'd like to live back at home. If you can help me with, just let me, rent free. I'll pay for groceries. I'll clean, whatever. But it would really help my financial situation if I could pay off my student loans and then build up a war chest, so that when I do figure out what I want to do, I can actually pursue it and not go into debt. Now, a logical reason, and above all else, truthful explanation of your situation should at least get them to listen, if not outright convince them. Moms are dumb. Moms are females. They're emotional. Your dad would kind of say, Dad, and you're gonna have to take emotion out of this, and ultimately, like a real fucking man, you're gonna have to be able to have a plan B. You're going to have to call your bluff. That they say, no, I have no son. They kick you out. Okay, fine. Then you go find your own place. You crash on the couch with your buddy, grab your laptop, minimal, and then you go work as a security guard or something, all right? But ideally, your parents will let you live with them, rent-free, paying off your student loans. You got to be working, dude, and you know that you got, and I'd be working 2 jobs, right? To pay off the debt as quickly as possible and build up your war chest. And then your parents will be like, wow, he's working so hard. I don't know. Okay, I know he's not going to college. I know we can't brag to the Joneses or the Smiths about our children because their children are getting their masters in puppetry studies. And oh gosh, I'm just so ashamed of our son. Well, then they'll realize when you're 30 and not living at home and doing really well that you're better than the Joneses or the Smiths' kids. Hopefully they'll go along with that. But if not, then I'm sorry, pal. You get to live the life I did. And it's still a better life than what your peers are going to be doing. So you're going to have to work on your own. You're going to have to support yourself. You're going to have to work 2 jobs. It's not that hard. You're young. You can do it. But then you'll go out and do your reconnaissance thing. And you know. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would definitely, you got to get out of college. That's your worst enemy right now. You're going to have to also get jobs lined up. I don't know where your parents live. If that's near the college, maybe you got to start applying for jobs now. But if you're going to find out whether or not you're going to live with your folks, and if they're going to allow you to live at home, then you're going to have to find jobs there. And you have to find 2 of them, and you're going to bust your ass off. Build up your war chest. Maybe, you could possibly pay off that 15 grand without having to pay student loans by this summer. Maybe even have a 2-week vacation or reconnaissance trip towards the end of summer. Like you'll have a little bit of cash, you'll pay off your $15,000 in 6 months, and then come August, maybe even September, you could go check out some places, within driving range of your own place. But yeah, it's definitely doable. The key thing for you to remember though is that you are not. It may seem like you're failing. You may feel like you're a loser. You may feel like, oh my God, you did not waste your time. You have no idea how infinitely better off you are than your peers right now, going and majoring in stupid shit and going into debt, crippling debt that can never be paid off. Right? You are going to come out. You're not aiming for this year or next year. When all your friends are graduating at 22 years old and you feel like that's not the battle. The real battle is the real world, and when you're 30. And when these kids are maybe finally getting control of their student loan debt, they're still living at home, or parents are still helping them out financially. They're not making more than like 40 grand a year, despite busting their ass off slinging coffee for 8 years after they were 22. And there you are, you got your business idea, you're living in a nice place and you're having fun in Colorado, okay? You're not aiming for 22, you're aiming for 30. That's where the real winners aim for. So, anyway, hope that helps out. Best of luck to you. Toodles.